Well, hello everyone. This is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Welcome to our Profile of the Week on MBA Watch, sponsored by Stratus Admissions Consulting. Today we have a guy who checks every single box. He's got great stats, master's degree in computer science. He works for a terrific company. It's the leading social media company in the world, top 10 Fortune tech company. And he's played a really instrumental role in that company in making education more accessible through augmented reality. He's an Indian engineer, went to the National Institute of Technology in India, has a degree in industrial engineering, 3.9 GPA, 337 GRE. He earned a master's in computer science in the US from Ohio State University, and his number one choice is Chicago Booth. So I want to turn to our advisor today, Melisa Prevost, who is with Stratus Consulting. Hi, Melisa.
Hi, John. How you doing today?
Okay, so Melisa, what do you think of the candidate?
So I think he's a really interesting candidate. 337 GRE, very strong. 3.9 GPA, very strong, which I think puts him in a competitive pool. So then to me, it comes down a little bit to his story. That is what's in your control. Much of the application is the past, right? You can do what you can with it, but what's completely in your control is your story, and really making it sound compelling and really help admissions understand what is driving you in your goals.
And he says he's worked for both a startup, which later became a unicorn, and he currently works for the top social media platform of the world. So we know, everybody, what firm that is, even though he doesn't say. It's Facebook. There's no elite business school in the world that doesn't have too many applicants who are male Indian engineers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this kind of comes to his opportunities. Where I would want to dig in deeper with him is really trying to understand where his passion from education comes from. Is there a specific student that he worked with that really turned this on for him? And pulling those stories together, I think, is something that could really make his story compelling.
And he does say, he's led and delivered a product to make learning fun for school kids,
Right.
with augmented reality, no less, which is also kind of cool.
Absolutely. And it's something that I think is growing. I mean, students are interested in it, let alone, there's so many opportunities on how can we improve education and get kids excited about being educated.
So he clearly wants to leave the more narrow software development role and get more into marketing and product management, it seems.
Yes, and I think this is his other opportunity, and really fine tuning these goals a little bit. I think I've worked with lots of engineers that have those technical skills and want to grow into more of a product manager role. It's something very popular now, obviously. So he needs to really, if he's at a very large tech firm now, why would he not just stay there and do this, right? He really needs to articulate why an MBA is important to help him make this move, and be a little bit more specific, I think, about what type of role and what type of company he wants to be at. And then where does he want that to take him long term? He talks a little bit about wanting to change education, which is amazing, and there's lots of opportunity there, but does he need some public policy education to do that? And is that a consideration for, even if not a dual degree, maybe there are some classes, Booth's flexible curriculum is so amazing that it would really allow him to tailor what he needs in a program. But what the challenge there is, he really needs to know what he wants as well.
Now, I know you're just being loyal to your alma mater at Berkeley, and you want him to apply there, but really, is Chicago Booth the best place for him?
I think the flexibility of the program would be really interesting for him. And I think that, bringing his technical skills and growing in that marketing within Booth would be attractive to them.
Okay, Melisa, it's time. What are his odds?
Oh, odds. I think he has, with a compelling story. I think that is really key. I think his stats are there, but I think he really needs to let us know who he is personally, what's driving him, and really help us see how he's going to make that difference. And I think he has a good shot.
All right, for all of you out there, I think the big lesson is tell your story and tell it well. Mr. EdTech has the stats. There's no doubt about that. He's got the accomplishments at work. What he has to do is fashion his story in a way that gets him out of the pile of all these other Indian male engineers who are applying to business school. This is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Thanks for watching MBA Watch, sponsored by Stratus Admissions Consulting.